is real. This pregnancy insomnia. Yeah. I think I've been up for like a whole hour now. I just cannot sleep. And my mind just starts racing. So, I guess this would be a good time for me to actually plan my garden out this year. Like, I was kind of on the fence, like, if I wanted to plant it or if I didn't want to do anything, but, like, I don't really like not doing my garden because it's just this part of my identity. So, since nobody's up and I can't sleep, I might as well get it done. And I don't think I'll be able to get it done when the baby gets here. So, you guys can come along with me. This year, Michael, he said he really wanted to help with the garden. Most of the time, I usually kind of do like some of the same things and just try different varieties to see how that variety, like the yield. And like last year, I did tomatoes and peppers and eggplants, like some of the same stuff that I do, onions. But actually, like the company I order my seeds from, Sow True Seed, they have these like little collection tins where it's kind of like tailored for different things, maybe like a children's tin or like a salsa tin. So I think like this year I'm just gonna make it easy on myself. Plus I get to try different varieties, and I'm gonna order the children's tin. I'm using like I said, the company is Sow True Seed. It's based out of Asheville, and they sell like organic heirloom seeds. Like I said, they have these tins here. It's like seed collection tins, and they have like the children's one that's $22.95. There's some other different tins. Like I've gotten the medicinal herb one, where they had like echinacea and different basils and stuff. They have like a salsa tin. But like I said, this year I'm just gonna do the children's tin. The only thing I don't like with this new planting guide is that it doesn't list out like everything you get in the tin. But because I've been like ordering my seeds from them for a while, I have an older planting guide that kind of tells me what comes in that particular tin and all the seed packets that I get. Yeah, so my older one. And the children's. And I have one packet of like bush beans, carrots, I have gourds, lettuce, pumpkins, snap peas, summer squash, teddy bear sunflower, which I already have some seeds of these. It's like a dwarf variety of sunflowers, and watermelon. Once I know the varieties or what I'm going to be planting, I kind of use my garden planner and try to find the last spring frost. And for like the Charlotte area, it's going to be April 12th or I think 11th. I'm sorry, I'll move my dial over. Let's see. I'll do April 12th. Last spring frost for Charlotte is the 11th. And then I kind of look over to the side and look at what I'll be planting. Like, one of the things will be melons. So I go over, and where it says SI is when I started indoors, which will be, go up to the column, would be around like April 5th time frame. Is when I can start indoors, in between that April 5th and right before the last frost. So there's not too many things that I actually have to start. Like we're gonna do bush beans, and I could just plant that out in April. Let's see what else. We'll do the lettuce, so I'll have to start that around March 8th. Oh, and so it's not that bad. I thought it would be really bad this year because, like I said, I usually do peppers and tomatoes and stuff. But since I'm not probably going to do peppers and tomatoes unless I decide to do like a small amount on, like in a container. Like most of the stuff I'm going to put in my raised bed, and I just wanted to kind of get the kids involved this year anyway. little bit more involved because this is something, I don't want to say like unfortunately, but it's a good thing that they'll probably be doing, you know, because farm plans are still there. Like our business plan is already laid out. We just gotta have this baby, and then like from there we can start looking for land. But yeah, I'm just gonna like go ahead and order that, and I usually write all of my stuff out. This is for like square foot gardening for like raised beds. This one's a 4x8 square foot garden. This is like the size for my biggest bed that's outside. But I have two other raised beds that are smaller, so I can essentially like block out a whole section of this. But then in each area I can kind of plan what I'm gonna plant, when I need to start it outdoors, and plant outside in the harvest. And it makes it easier because, like I said, I have my garden planner, which essentially tells me everything. Y'all, seriously, it's sold out. Like, I just gotta wait, I guess. But everything is planned out. All my dates are written down, the varieties that come in it, so it's not too bad. Like I said, all my dates are on here. Everything is planned out. I just have to essentially put these plants in different beds, like assign them a number. Like I need to separate my watermelon, my summer squash, and my pumpkins. They have to be separated because they could potentially cross-pollinate. But at least that is done. Found a way around the loop. Okay, so they don't have like any of the collection tins. Like everything's all sold out. But I know the varieties that are going to be in there, so I can order each one individually. I finally have some company now. Michael's up.
Yeah.
I told him that I was planning the garden out. What kind of plants do you want to grow?
Pumpkins.
Pumpkins. What else?
Strawberries.
Strawberries. We'll have to look into that. Strawberries. What else?
Carrots.
Carrots. I ordered some carrots. Lots of different seeds in there. You can look through it if you want to.
Okay.
Which one? Yeah, that's the children's collection. And they were all sold out. But Mommy knew which varieties they had, and I ordered each individual seed packet. Good morning, Gabriel. Can I have a hug? Oh, good morning. Guess what Mommy did? I was planning stuff for the garden. Are you excited for the garden? Are you excited to plant vegetables and fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I have to come out here, check the damage that is done from winter time, and see what I need to do for each bed. I kind of planned out what's going to go in each bed, but there's some things and modifications that I wanted to add to my raised beds. Like I said, this is my biggest bed here. Like, I still have some onions that are overwintering. They've been doing pretty well. Hopefully they'll be done. I'll harvest them in the spring. I have my second bed. And I probably should have pulled up all of my like soaker hoses, but they've actually been doing pretty well. Then my third bed, I had tomatoes and stuff in. I have a couple bamboo trellises. But I want to plant watermelon, pumpkins, peas. So a couple of those things have to be trellised. But I really want to get a cattle panel so I can like make a vertical garden where it's like an archway between these two beds here. we'll see. I mean, it's much cheaper than having to buy like the arches that are already pre-made. I can just do it myself, you know how I am. But yeah, not so bad. Got enough of my like trays here to start some of my seeds. And this is usually my pile that stuff just kind of lays there, like all of my little pots and things here. So I'm just gonna check and see what I have and what can be salvaged, which I think looks like I might be okay. Actually start some seeds without having to buy new stuff. I need to get a new greenhouse though. I really want to make like a hoop house over my raised beds. I don't think I have the energy to do that right now. Maybe later on, like fall time. But I'll probably just get one of those pop-up greenhouses that I had back in the day, like back when we were still in the apartments and I was doing the seeds from the inside and just putting everything on my balcony. Yeah, so not too bad. I think there's a couple amendments I need to add into my soil. I need to have some really good compost, and I feel bad because I didn't make my composter, and I really hope I can get that done because yeah, well, I actually have a little bit of compost left. This is like my very original composter when we were on the balcony, and I used it a little bit, so it's been, my eggshells have not really composted down. Okay, let's see. Yeah, mainly these eggshells just haven't composted down at all. But it's not enough for the 3 beds, so probably, like I said, just get some compost from like the local farm. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are watching. I know we don't have comments right now. It's just because it's YouTube policy, but if you go to our community board, you can interact with us that way and add comments, questions. If there's anything you want to see, like as far as the garden goes, let me know, because I think I have to keep doing my garden. I did want to do straw bales, maybe one, because Michael said he wanted to do the strawberries. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, or things that you might plant, or different varieties of fruits and vegetables that you think is maybe a good for like the raised beds. Let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I like to try stuff as long as it's organic. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and staying with me with my insomnia. Like, I'm glad though, even though I couldn't sleep, something positive came out of it. So that's always a plus. Thanks guys. Till next time. Bye.